If you like scucking a woman vagina, you should watch this video, and please don't skip, it's very helpful for you. If you enjoy intimacy, watch this before you do it again. What every adult needs to know about oral health and safety. Most people think pleasure ends with a feeling, but very few realize that what happens during intimate contact can affect your immune system, your mental health, and even your long-term relationships. If you believe in healthy love, what you're about to learn could change the way you think about closeness forever. In modern relationships, physical closeness is often seen as proof of trust and connection. But there's another side, the science of safety, hygiene, and emotional respect that turns a moment of pleasure into a healthy, responsible experience. Doctors, psychologists, and educators agree. The more you understand how your body works, the better your relationships become. This article will explore the biology behind oral intimacy, potential risks, and how to prevent them safely, the mental and emotional impact of giving and receiving pleasure, how communication and hygiene make every connection more respectful and satisfying. 1. The biology behind oral intimacy. Oral contact involves sensitive mucous membranes that can transmit bacteria and viruses if protection isn't used. The mouth contains enzymes and microflora that can affect the partner's pH balance and cause infections if hygiene is poor. Safe practices such as barriers or pre-cleaning drastically reduce any risk of transmission. 2. The emotional layer. Physical intimacy isn't just an act, it's emotional language. Research shows that couples who communicate about comfort, boundaries, and hygiene have stronger emotional bonds and fewer regrets. Emotional benefits: increased trust and confidence, stronger romantic connection, better mutual understanding. 3. Potential health risks and prevention. Possible concerns include oral bacterial transfer leading to mouth or throat irritation, viral transmission, herpes, simplex, HPV, etc. Allergic reactions to personal products, psychological discomfort if boundaries are unclear. Preventive steps: maintain oral hygiene and regular dental care. Avoid activity when other partner has open sores or infections. Use protective barriers when needed. Keep communication open about comfort and consent. 4. The science of pleasure, and neuroscientists say that physical stimulation releases dopamine and oxytocin, hormones of pleasure and bonding. However, frequent activity without emotional connection can lead to dopamine fatigue, making a person crave more intensity but feel less satisfaction. Healthy relationships balance both emotion and sensation. Part 5. Communication is the real secret. Before any physical act, talk. Ask questions like, are you comfortable with this? Do you want to stop or continue? How can I make this more comfortable for you? Such conversations don't kill the mood, they build respect. 6. Hygiene and preparation tips. Brush, rinse, and hydrate before intimacy. Avoid strong perfumes or flavored products that may irritate sensitive areas. Keep a clean environment. Fresh sheets, towels, and hands matter more than people realize. 7. Myth versus facts. Myth: it's completely safe. Fact: no form of physical contact is 100% risk-free, but awareness and protection make it very low risk. Myth: it shows total trust. Fact: real trust is about honesty, not physical acts. 8. The positive side. When done safely and respectfully, oral intimacy can enhance relationships by reducing anxiety between partners, building emotional closeness, encouraging openness about desires and limits. 9. The doctor's perspective. Medical professionals emphasize consent, cleanliness, and awareness. Annual health checkups and screenings can keep couples safe and confident. Doctors also remind people to avoid peer pressure and social myths. Intimacy should never be a competition. Part 10. The mind-body connection. Healthy intimacy promotes better sleep, reduced stress, and emotional balance. But overindulgence without mindfulness can lead to emotional burnout or dependency. Balance is key. In the end, real connection isn't about how far you go, it's about how deeply you care for the other person's well-being. Knowing the facts makes you stronger, safer, and more emotionally intelligent. True pleasure starts with respect, and respect begins with awareness. If you enjoy intimacy, watch this before you do it again. What every adult needs to know about health, mind, and connection. People talk about intimacy like it's just chemistry. But what if I told you it's actually biology, psychology, and energy all working together? What if what you thought was pleasure could sometimes drain your body or even your mind without you realizing it? Let's talk about what really happens when two people connect and how to do it safely, smartly, and with self-respect. Introduction. Beyond pleasure. Intimacy is one of the most natural human experiences, and yet one of the least understood. In today's world, people often learn about closeness from social media, rumors, or unrealistic content, rarely from science or education. But understanding how your body and brain respond during intimacy isn't just about staying safe. It's about creating a deeper connection emotionally, physically, and mentally. When you understand how intimacy affects your hormones, your immune system, your sleep, and your emotions, you start to see that healthy pleasure isn't random, it's intentional. 1. The science of touch and trust. Every touch sends signals through millions of nerve endings, creating waves of dopamine and oxytocin, the chemicals that make you feel pleasure, attachment, and peace. But here's the catch. The body doesn't know the difference between physical closeness and emotional connection. So when physical activity happens without emotional readiness or respect, your body might feel a short rush, but your brain feels confusion later. Studies from Harvard and Stanford show that people who prioritize emotional safety report higher satisfaction in intimacy and fewer health complications. Hygiene, hormones, and hidden risks. When two people share close physical space, there's more than emotion at play. There's exchange of enzymes, bacteria, and body chemistry. That's why hygiene is a major part of sexual wellness education. A few key points supported by medical experts. Always maintain oral hygiene before and after contact. Hydration helps keep your body balanced and prevents dryness or irritation. Avoid strong chemicals, flavored products, or unverified creams that can cause allergic reactions. Schedule regular health checkups. This shows maturity and care. Healthy bodies create healthy connections. 3. Emotional connection over physical performance. The media often glorifies intensity, but science shows that emotional intelligence plays a bigger role in satisfaction. When two people understand each other's comfort zones, pleasure becomes mutual, not mechanical. Psychologists describe this as attuned intimacy, when partners sync emotionally before acting physically. It builds deeper trust, reduced anxiety, a sense of equality. It's not about dominance or submission, it's about cooperation and respect. 4 myths that mislead people about intimacy. Let's clear a few dangerous misconceptions. Myth number 1, if it feels good, it must be healthy. Not always. Safety and hygiene are equally important. Myth number 2, closeness proves love. Real love is about mutual understanding, not just physical proof. Myth number 3, you can't talk about it, it ruins the moment. Communication is what creates the moment. When you ask your partner what they like, what makes them comfortable, and what their limits are, you're showing respect. And that's what people remember most. 5. The brain's role. Pleasure, stress, and hormones. Intimacy triggers dopamine, pleasure, serotonin, mood, and oxytocin, bonding. But imbalance can lead to emotional fatigue. Too much dopamine, chasing without emotional satisfaction, makes the brain crave more intensity and less connection. That's how physical connection sometimes leaves people feeling lonely afterwards. The key is moderation, presence, and mindfulness. 6. Smart habits before and after intimacy. Doctors recommend a few habits that improve safety and wellness. Drink water and eat light, healthy meals. Avoid alcohol before physical activity, it dulls sensitivity and judgment. Take a shower before and after intimacy. Replace shame with curiosity. Understand your body, don't judge it. Talk about protection openly, it's confidence, not caution. 7. Why communication is sexier than silence. A survey from the American Psychological Association found that communication during intimacy increases satisfaction by up to 60%. That includes both verbal and nonverbal cues. A simple "is this okay?" or "does this feel right?" creates emotional trust. When people feel safe, they open up emotionally and physically. 8. The hidden power of respect and consent. Consent isn't just a legal term, it's emotional safety. It means checking in with your partner's comfort and your own boundaries. It creates space for freedom without fear, pleasure without pressure. In modern education, we call this mutual awareness. 9. Health benefits of balanced intimacy. Healthy intimacy can improve cardiovascular health, reduce stress hormones, improve immunity, enhance sleep quality, boost self-esteem. Your body rewards you when you connect safely and mindfully, the real secret of lasting connection. In the end, it's not about doing more, it's about feeling more. Real pleasure comes from peace, care, and mutual understanding. When intimacy grows from respect, not impulse, it becomes powerful, healthy, and unforgettable. The strongest connection isn't physical, it's emotional alignment, guided by awareness and love. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share.